hear me now? Okay, the concert bot says that I can be heard, so that means that we're ready to go, right? Alright, so my name is Marc Gunn. This is your Halloween special. I have to tell you about this song really quick, because it's about two crows chatting with each other, like they do, and chatting about how they're, you know, basically picking the meat off of a dead night. Kind of happy, huh? Great way to start a Halloween show. All right, let's go. As I was walking on a lane, I heard Twa Corbies a-mocking a main. The ten until the tether say, oh, we shall we gang and dine the day, oh, we shall we gang and dine the day. In the hint yon Hotel Dyke, I what there lies a new slain knight, and nobody kens that he lies there, but his hawk and his hound and his lady fair, oh, his hawk and his hound and his lady fair. To the hunting game, his hawk to fetch the wildfowl hame, his lady's taking another mate, oh, so we shall mock our dinner sweet, oh, how we shall mock our dinner sweet. Sit on his old White House bane, and I'll pike out his bonny blue een. We a lock of his golden hair, oh, we'll think our nest when it grows bare, oh, we'll think our nest when it grows bare. One for him makes main, and names of kin where he is gain over his white veins when they weep there, though in Sabla forevermore, though in Sabla forevermore. So I'm told that it needs to be a little bit louder. How's the sound? Is we all adjusted? I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit. Tip function finally worked. Oh, that's good. Okay, how's that for sound? Is that sounding better? I don't know. So it is now a bit louder. I hope you're doing good. That's better? Good. Okay. I can turn it up a little bit more here. Let me go ahead and turn it up a little bit more. You never know how loud this needs to be. There we go. How's that? I think that's as I was walking on a lane. Oh, and Sabla forevermore. Oh, and Sabla forevermore. Okay, we'll adjust that a little bit down. All right. Well, thank you so much for dropping in. I hope you're having a good Thursday evening, and you're all ready for Halloween. Now, I started this, 2 years ago is when I did the first one, 2014, my first Halloween music special, and I've enjoyed doing it. I did it actually because of my patrons over on Patreon. That was the initial excuse for doing one, was because I had people signing up to support my music over on Patreon. So I thought, hey, let's do a Halloween show. And then I was like, I like this idea. I want to be Charlie Brown. So, you know, well, maybe not all like Charlie Brown then. I'm listening to you a ghost story from Dublin. In Dublin's fair city where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. She wheeled a wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive. alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder, for so was her father and mother before. They each wheeled their barrows through streets broad and narrow, selling cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Let me hear you now. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, selling cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, selling cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, and no one could save her. How we did mourn for sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, selling cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, selling cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, selling cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, selling cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. It's funny, when you play the auto harp, it's got 36 different strings, and you can tell when something's like not quite right, out of tune, you know? There she is. All right. And it may not mean much to you, but it means a lot to me. When something is a little bit out of touch. But that's what I forgot here, is my applause sign. I should have that right here. Celtic download like that.com. Applause. And the crowd goes mild. Oh, it's down there somewhere. Alright. Alright, it's time for the original Irish zombie song. Yes, the Irish were writing about zombies a long time ago. Many people don't realize it, but it's true. Tim Finnegan lived in Walklyn Street, a gentle Irishman, mighty odd. He had a brogue both thick and sweet, and to rise in the world he carried a heart. And he see the sort of his tippler's way. For the love of liquor he was born, and to help him on his way and stay hidden up for the crater every morning. Whack for the dollar, and that's your partner around the floor. You're trying to shake, bend near the truth. They tell you lots of fun and Finnegan's way. One morning Tim felt rather foul. His head felt heavy, which made him shake. He fell from the ladder and he broke his skull. They carried him home, his corpse away. Well, they rolled him up in a nice clean sheet and laid him out upon the bed, with a bottle of whiskey at his feet and a barrel of porter at his head. Whack to the eye, that's your partner around the floor. You're trying to shake, bending ears and shit. They tell you lots of fun and Finnegan's way. Now Tim's friends assembled at the wake, and Widow Finnegan called for lunch. First she brought in tea and cake, then pipes, tobacco, and brandy punch. Then Biddy O'Brien began to cry. Such a nice clean corpse did you ever see? 10 more and more wise as I would hold your gobs and Patty McGee. Whack to the dog and they're partner around the floor. You're trying to shake, bend near the truth. They tell you lots of fun and Finnegan's way. Then Maggie Malone took up the cry. Oh, Biddy, says she, you're wrong, I'm sure. Biddy gave her a whop up in the gob and sent her sprawling on the floor. And civil war did soon engage. It was woman to woman and man to man. Shillelagh law is all the rage, when the row and wrong should soon begin. Back for the eye, that's your partner around the floor. You're trying to shake, bending the ears, the truth. They tell you lots of fun and Finnegan's way. Then Paddy Maloney ducked his head when a bucket of whiskey flew at him. It missed and landed on the bed. The liquor scattered all over Tim. Well, the spirits in your life made the corpseman joy. Tim jumped like a Trojan from the bed. Zombie! Running, run, something around the dead. Back to the dying and your partner around the floor. You're trying to shake, bending ears. They tell you lots of fun and Finnegan's way. Back to the dying, that's your partner around the floor. You're trying to shake, bending ears. They tell you lots of fun and Finnegan's way. Okay, now the applause, okay? Jeez, now you stop, and applause, and stop, and applause, stop, Applaud. Okay, we're done with that. All right. So I think one of the first requests I had when I was asking people what song they want to hear was this Halloween Gym. Well, I thought I heard Jane Cobb say, Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we've got to get going before they come our way, and we're running from the Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the Firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. Lead us, Malcolm, lead us with that grin. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, there's many a worse spot that we've been in, except while running from the Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the Firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. River knocked out Jane, that'll never get old. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, she's like a weapon that is out of control from Miranda and the Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the Firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. Are you sure you want to go near Reaver's space? Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, where does it get fun to cut up your face? Now they're running from the Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the Firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. They all lay down and fell dead asleep. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, I wonder if they dream of homicidal sheep, while the rest turned into Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the Firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. Wash was an ace, he's a leaf on the wind. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, although he was great, we didn't bid him in, but we all ran away from Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the Firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the Firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, oh Reavers, Malcolm, Reavers, we're sailing fast with the Firefly aglow, and we're running from the Reavers. Woo! All right, so quick question, and that is, where are you right now? Well, I mean, like, physically and geographically and such. I mean, you can tell me if you're in your living room or in your office or in your bed or whatever. But mostly I was looking specifically for, like, Dallas, Texas. So, you know, you can go ahead and post that right now. See where we got people all around the world. We got Georgia, Long Island, New York. Long Island, I missed Long Island. Richmond, Grovetown, Georgia. Pensacola, Florida. Niantic, Connecticut, Greensboro, North Carolina, Berkeley, California, Griffin, Georgia, awesome, St. Charles, Illinois, all over the place. It's awesome. So I really appreciate everyone again for logging in, and I think this is a good time to do some trick or treating. So I'll be back. I'm gonna go trick or treating and knock. No, wait. No. One of the requests I had was for this song. If I can remember. Oh, here we go. I got it. No problem. I got this. And the wind looked cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. And the wind looked cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. High atop a lonely moor, a widow lived alone. And in she kept, and as she slept, her pillow heard her moan. Oh, many's a lonely traveler who spent the night with me, but there's no man in all creation who gives content to me. Well, some can manage once or twice, and some make 3 or 4. But seems to me a rarity is the man who can do more. I'd do anything to find him in heaven or in hell. And as she spoke these words, sure she heard her front door bell. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. So boldly ran the widow, and the door she opened wide. And as she did, a tall and handsome stranger stepped inside. Well, she gave him bread and brandy, and when that he was fed, he said, "My dear, now have no fear, it's time to come to bed. For I heard your plea right down below, and I've come to see things right. But you must come to hell with me if I can last the night." She said, "You randy devil, to this bargain I'll agree. For hell on earth or hell in hell, it's all the same to me." And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. So as they fumbled in the bed, the devil he proved well. And he thought before the night was through that she'd be in his hell. But when they came to number 9, the widow cried out, "More!" And when the 12th time came around, the widow cried, "Encore!" At 25, the devil felt compelled to take a rest. But the widow cried, "Come raise your head and put me to this test." At 69, the widow laughed. Again she cried. The devil said, "Well, I can see just how your husband died." And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. At 99, the devil he began to wail and weep. He said, "I'll give you anything if you'll let me go to sleep." But before the morning light was up, the devil hobbled home. The widow, still not satisfied, once more was left alone. She lay there on her pillow, and she thought on 99. To pity that poor devil couldn't manage one more time. I'll call him up again tonight to see what can be done. With a little more application, we can make it to the ton. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. But when she called to him that night, no devil did appear. For the first time in eternity, the devil he shook with fear. He said, "Of all the torments I've witnessed here in hell, I never knew what pain was till I rang your front door bell." And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. And the wind blew cold and lonely across that widow's moor. She never ever turned away a traveler from the door. Yep. Oh, applause. Okay, good. Those acapella songs, you still have, oh, you can stop. I put it down. Yeah, they do need an applause button. That'd be cool. All right. I think this is a good time for not just we know where you're coming from. Various places. I saw the up at the Maggie McGinnis pub, which I'll be at in January. We have representation from there, but I'd like to see where you're at. So I think now's the time to take a picture of, and the picture can be either of your physical location, or your computer, or something like that. So I could take, I'm going to post this. This is going to be my picture. Well, I'm going to have a couple pictures. So I have this where I have my computer in front of me. Oh, there's my I get my set list in there. So it's proof that I actually have one. And then I can do this one. Get that really absurd look on my face. I wish I could take a picture of you. Okay, now your job is to go post that on Facebook right now. That way we can spread the word, tell other people that this is happening and people are banging their heads against desks. What? Clean my desk for a picture today. Forget about cleanliness. It's just... Look, see, this is my whole office right here. Yeah, see, it's nice and clean all the time, So, all right, this is another one that was requested. This is seemed like a necessity. I don't think I've played it in a couple years, probably since the last Halloween. show I did. I don't think I did it last year, so it would have been 2 years ago, I think. But this is based, it's called A Rabbit for Halloween. It is, of course, based on the Witch Hazel episode. I'm not sure if that's the actual name of the episode, but it features Witch Hazel on the Bugs Bunny show. And if anyone knows the actual name, yes, Nick, you were the requested person, it was, as I recall. If you can remember the actual episode name, Broomstick Bunny, is that what it was? I think so. She shows up in a couple of episodes. But I did sit down and I actually had to relearn the song because it's been a while. But I love this song. It's a blast. She was someone's daughter once, and so a beautiful thing. Her crooked nose and greenish skin, they don't bother me. If she stopped trying to kill me, I wouldn't care one bit. That she was a witch with a tiny hitch, which was a spell-casting itch. Now I'm running through the halls and I'm running through the rooms. I run into a closet and I climb up on a broom. I fly up in the sky across the yellow moon. But the witch's eye with lustful gleam was a rabbit for Halloween. She opened up her door and saw I was one ugly witch. But it's Halloween and I trick or treat in my witch mask is rich. But a magic mirror on the wall said she's uglier than now. And now I have sweat on my brow from her spell casting cowl. Now I'm running through the halls and I'm running through the rooms. I run into a closet and I climb upon a broom. I fly up in the sky across the yellow moon. But a witch's eye with a lustful gleam was a rabbit for Halloween. I'm a rabbit and you are just a witch. I know your mama loved you once, so I accept the glitch. But once you drink that potion, you're a genie on the wall. In throttle whistle, his cat calls and chase you down the hall. Then you're running through the halls, you're running through the rooms. You run into a closet and you climb upon your room. You fly up in the sky across the yellow moon. But the genie's eye with a lustful gleam wants you for Halloween. Then you're running through the halls, you're running through the rooms. You run into a closet and you climb upon your broom. You fly up in the sky across the yellow moon. But the genie's eye with a lustful gleam wants you for Halloween. Woo! I think I mostly made that one, huh? Alright, excellent. Here's another request. This song that I'm about to do is it's a new version of an older song. So the original song was, oh geez, I'm drawing a blank on the author. Close Your Eyes. Oh man, I apologize to the author of Close Your Eyes. I may remember after I'm done. Anyone? It's on my website, I know that. You can find it in my songbook. In any case, not too long ago, I filked it, so. Close your eyes and sleep. There are reavers in your dreams. Go to sleep, my darling. There's a reaver underneath your bed. Thank you, Daniel Glasser. The reavers in your bed are gonna eat your face. hands on the floor. The reavers in your bed are gonna eat your face. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Why do you think we say that? It's so the reavers underneath your bed will want to eat your face. You used to have a sister, she wouldn't go to sleep. So the reavers underneath her bed ate her face. Do not call for your mother. Who is it that you think who let the reavers in to eat your face? Snakes and snails and puppy dog tails. Who can account for the taste of reavers? The reavers in your bed are gonna eat your face. Baby, don't you cry, or the reavers won't wait till you fall asleep before they eat your face. My father sang the song to me, but he slipped and he fell on a landmine. And the reavers underneath my bed ate his face. That is not a blanket. Good night. Woo. Well, this is a good time to point out that your generous tips helped pay for my daughter's therapy when they grow up. Even better though, I actually am planning on eventually recording this to officially recording this song, the filked version, the Firefly version. But I decided that I'm going to do it when I hit my next milestone on Patreon. So right now I'm about 50, 45, something like dollars away from the next Patreon goal, and then I will record a EP of Firefly drinking songs, which will eventually probably turn into a volume 2 of that album at some point, hopefully. So if you want to help that happen, make that happen. Oh, thank you, Kat. What timing? Perfect. You can head on over to Patreon and make a pledge. As little as $1 a month, it helps a lot. So, I just noticed the next song that I have on my list. I hope I have lyrics, because this is one that I was like, I had a request for this song, and I think it's because they hate me. Okay, so Rabbit for Halloween. I've actually played, maybe not much in the past couple years, but I probably played it once in the past couple years. However, my father was a werewolf. It's been a lot longer. I don't know how long it's been since I played it. Though apparently there is a video on YouTube. I think I randomly was looking, trying to find lyrics for it, and I was like, oh, hey, I recorded it. Someone got a video of it. So the song was originally, this is a film by Peg Kerr, who also loved the Red Hill Rats version. The original version was called My Father Was a Werewolf, and it's a brilliant song. Go check it out on the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast, or just look up Red Hill Rats. This one is the Harry Potter version. Was a werewolf, marauder 1 of 4, who joined the order and who fought for Albus Dumbledore. My mother was an orb, brave who sped upon her broom, and loved the man with the face whose boggart was the moon. Lord Voldemort rose again. I heard he caused some harm, with cruel men in their silver masks and a dark mark on their arms. Those Death Eaters have no fear, no shame, no remorse. They're burning houses left behind with 100 broken doors. Come all you readers, come all you wizards, hear the story of the ones that fell by me of fire, whiskey, and beer, and till well I tell. You have chocolate, about you repel those Reavers. If you have chocolate, about you repel those demon tours. And if the story spooks you wins, I'll tell you something more. Nighttime visit, he encountered some old friends and told him he was leaving, that his marriage he must end. When Harry called him coward, the wolf froze in his eyes. He left to go back home to her and to apologize. The Whomping Willow stands right there behind a wooded hill, and I cannot pass by there without thinking about him still. The shrieking shack stands in that field, its windows all again, haunted by the memory and the ghost of Severus Snape. Come all you wizards, heed the story of the ones that tell. I tell you fire, whiskey, and beer, and heed the tale I tell. If you have chocolate, about you repair those demon tours. And if the story spooks you with, I'll tell you something more. But both left me behind and fell in battle, fighting for the rest of wizard kind. My father was a werewolf, my mother was an whore. The godfather's a chosen one. My father was a werewolf, and I am a werewolf son. Yes, my father was a werewolf, that makes me a werewolf son. This is where I put up the sign that says Tears or something like that. We tried to get you to play it a couple times at McCracken's, but yes. My new song, I have a new song that I wrote. I haven't learned yet because I think it needs another verse, but it's called Why Do You Torture Me? And it is exclusively available over on, well, it's just a rough version, but it's exclusively available, again, over on Patreon. I'm just saying that the Patreon thing is kind of cool there. All right. Since you're out there, you got your phones, no doubt. I mean, I'm curious. What are you doing right now? Are you exclusively watching me, play music and be weird and such, or are you? I mean, do you have your phone in your hand as you're working? Because if you do, then that's like the perfect opportunity for a stage action shot. How about what do you think? How do we do this? So. Do I hold it over here? Or, there's this light down here that I have glowing. I could be, like, sucked into it. Ah! Or, I'm not sure. NLCS. I don't know what that is. Drinking whiskey, watching the Filk-O-Ween spectrum. Filk-O-Ween? Is that what you're calling this or something else? Because that's just kind of a cool phrase. Watching you be goofy. All right. Until I get the ping that we're ready to start recording. Oh, podcast. You have a podcast going with Matricula? What podcast is this? Matricula, in case you don't know, it sings some awesome dirty songs and I don't know how you describe your National League Championship series. But she's funny as all get out. So go check her out. I'm sure she has a link that she will be posting here in just a moment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Type faster. Okay, well, didn't quite make it. All right. It is time for, if you mean, okay, just me. That's cool. And she is awesome at Dragon Con too. Yes. So go check her out there as well. I have been redoing some songs I put out a Celtic Halloween EP, again, exclusively on Patreon. There's something about that. I don't know what it is. But I put out an EP which is featuring a few songs that you can listen, download for free. Part of it, and I'll tell you about that. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But the song that I want to sing to you right now is one of the songs from this EP. I changed the chords that I originally wrote the song with years and years and years ago. It's called "I'll Drink for Dusk Till Dawn." It has a great chorus. Feel free to sing along. Johnny woke with an ache in his head. Bad dreams had made him ill. He grumbled as he dressed, despite his arrest, as he made his way to the mill. Well, he never wanted to work that day, but the foreman had made himself clear. So Johnny dreamed of the eve to come, when he'd drink him beer after beer, singing, I'll drink from dusk till dawn, I'll drink a toast to day's end. Yes, I'll drink from dusk till dawn, I'll drink to the health of my friend. There we go. It was a cold morning, went straight to his bones. Oh, he wished that he had me some ale. Just one fine glass of that stalking ass would hold him to the end of the trail. Well, his mouth had watered without thought of ale. By the time he'd arrive, he'd decide that not even death could keep him away from his friends and their favorite dive. They'd sing, I'll drink from dusk till dawn, I'll drink a toast to day's end. Yes, I'll drink from dusk till dawn, I'll drink to the health of my friend. Cold morning, when Johnny worked hard all the day, his mind away drinking alone. And he told his friends of the pledge he made and the fantasy that kept him afloat. Come hell or high water, I'll drink with you, nothing could keep me away. When the day came to end, he left a friend. Together they walked and they sang. They sang, I'll drink from dusk till dawn, I'll drink a toast to day's end. Let me hear you. I'll drink from dusk till dawn, I'll drink to the health of my friends. Well, Johnny worked hard all from the road. He came to a bridge of rope, and there he sat with a man, the scythe in his hand and an evil grin. 'Tis old Death who cut Johnny down. Johnny's friend crossed himself, so words about the truth, as he told the story to the bar. And they all recalled Johnny's last words, I'll drink from hell or high water. He sang, I'll drink from dusk till dawn, I'll drink a toast to day's end. Yes, I'll drink from dusk till dawn, I'll drink to the health of my friend. Well, the door swung open, a cold wind blew in, and there stood a man unafraid. He called for a beer, they realized when near, there's Johnny come back from the grave. Said, you can keep me away from work, but there's nothing I live for me there. But I told you day of the pledge I made, you can't keep a man from his beer. Oh, well, I'll drink from dusk till dawn, I'll drink a toast to day's end. Yes, I'll drink from dusk till dawn, I'll drink to the health of my friends. Oh, well, I'll drink from dusk till dawn, I'll drink a toast to day's end. Yes, I'll drink from dusk till dawn, I'll drink to the health of my friends. I'll drink to the health of my friends. I'll drink to the health of my friends. Yes, I'll drink to the health of my friends. Sancho. Here's another one from that EP. Under dark moon sky, he rode into the night to see his lover the way. Smell of flowers in the air, he passed without a care across a bridge, oh, that sad day. When the shadow struck from the rail, from his saddle he sailed, and his horse rode off further away. As the man was caught off guard, the shadow struck him hard, and his hopes rode off further away. Farther rode off the way. With a fire burned inside, and he beat the brigand thrice. The hate consumed him the way. And the man thought he had won, till he felt the brigand's son grab hold of him the way. And the thief took his revenge, and he beat the man, and ending with a cat o' nine tails the way. Well, he shrieked in the night, bloodied by the fight, like a cat he shrieked the way. The way, the way, the way, the way, like a cat he shrieked the way. The way, the way, the way, the way, like a cat he shrieked the way. The door closed real fast. A brigand and his cash that he robbed his son the way. As they counted out the change, they shouted loud and howled the names, for they were made rich on that day. And the son went for his sister, found her dead with her blisters and the streaks of blood the way. Oh, her father couldn't stand. He found a picture in her hand. It was the man they killed the way. The way, the way, the way, the way, it was the man they killed the way. The way, the way, the way, the way, it was the man they killed the way. The way, the way, the way, the way, it was the man they killed the way. Woo. All right. I was mentioning a little bit, one of the reasons why I've been really big into Patreon of late is because I've come to a realization that the music industry is changing. And I've sort of known this for a long time, and I haven't quite adjusted how to do this, because CD sales, of course, have dropped. People don't buy as much. They do. Digital is falling. Streaming is the future at present. Maybe for the next 5 years, who knows what will replace the brain implants. That will probably be the next thing. But it has gotten me thinking about how to basically continue making a living as a musician. And it's one of the reasons why I've kicked up my promotion of Patreon, as in an effort to catch up for the last 10 years. But I've known that this is going to happen. So I'm attempting to build that up and to attract some new people to sign up. It is a useful little site. And I've been creating a lot of cool content. One of the things I've been really enjoying about it is the cool stuff I've been sharing. You know, people on there get first looks at the new album cover for Kilted Kings, which is kind of appropriate because I am about to play a song that's on that album. This is a song I learned from Christy Moore, and it's written by, I think, Jimmy McCarthy. I think that's right. It's called Ride On. Standing 16, 1 or 2, with eyes so wild and green. You ride your horse so well, hands light to the touch. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. But when you ride into the night without a trace behind, run your claw along my gut one last time. Turn to face an empty space where you used to lie, and look to smile to light the night through the teardrops in my eye. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Thank you, how much? Hope you, oh wait, applause, there we go. Thank you, so, I do love that song. It is a gorgeous song. Christy Moore, go check his version out. He's absolutely fantastic. It is going to be on the new album, Name on My Soul. That CD will be over on, will be available, I think, end of November, maybe. Thank you, Ida. The original plan was, I don't know if it's going to be officially released universally until maybe January, but for now, I think it's going to go at least on Bandcamp is the plan. If you haven't already pre-ordered your copy, so go check that out. KiltedKings.com for details. All right, I have one final song that I'm doing for the Halloween show, and then I'll take a few requests. This goes like this. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. And then the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said that ooh ee ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me true. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me nice. And then the witch doctor, he gave me this advice. He said that ooh ee ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. You've been keeping love for me just like you were a miser. I'll admit I wasn't very smart, so I was guy that's so much wiser, and he taught me the way to win your heart. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to say. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to do. I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you, baby. Ooh, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. 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 You've been keeping love me just like you were a miser, and I'll admit I wasn't very smart. So I went out, found myself a guy that's so much wiser, and he taught me the way to win your heart. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to say. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to do. I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you, oh baby. Ooh, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Just the basic. That was better. I can't hit that note. Bang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ting walla walla bing bang. Whew. All right, thank you so much. It's that time. I think I have time.